Hey everyone, it's Misty. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my entire perfume collection. I have a decent sized collection, especially compared to probably anybody in my life, like my family or friends. I think I have a pretty decent collection, but compared to YouTube, I don't think my collection's that large. But I am actually going to be decluttering a few fragrances while I'm at it, so this will kind of help me figure it out because there's a couple that I'm not sure of, but I think I am going to get rid of them, so I'll just share that as we go along. So I think what I'm going to do, obviously it would be way too long if I list all the notes, so I'll try to link everything below, and I'll just kind of tell you what fragrance family the perfume is in and whether or not I would repurchase it. And then obviously the ones that I'm thinking of decluttering, I'll share those with you. So let's just jump right in. All right, the very first one I want to share is my Dior. This is very strong, heavy, warm, spicy floral. And this one's discontinued, the 2017. I don't want any backups of this. I have had this since spring of 2018. I only wear this in very, very cool weather. So where I live, we don't get that many really cold days. And to me, this just needs to be worn on cold weather. So I save it for that, which is why obviously it's taken me a while to go through it, but I will treasure it and enjoy it. And I'll probably even keep the bottle when it's done. But that one's very, very pretty. Like I said, I don't really want any backups of that one. The next one is the 2021 Dior. I feel like the DNA is very similar. A lot of people say it's not. This dries down and smells very similar to the 2017. This just starts out a little bit fresher, lighter, more floral, but a softer floral, and it dries down very powdery. I actually really, really like it, and I would definitely repurchase that one. My next one is my Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. This is a very fresh, clean, soapy, bright floral. Very much a beautiful fragrance. I love it so much I would absolutely repurchase it. It is not very long lasting. I do have the milk, the body milk to go with it, which helps it. So, but it's beautiful and I would absolutely repurchase it. My next is J'adore. This is in the very fruity, very sweet, almost honey. I don't know if it has honey in it, but I get that. Very, very sweet, beautiful, bright fragrance. I love it. I would absolutely repurchase it. I have the set, the lotion. My husband, these are his favorite kind of fragrances. It's very sexy, very fruity, very sexy. My next fragrance is my Coco Mademoiselle. This is the EDT version. It's a lot lighter, a lot more zestier, a lot more more citrusy than the perfume. It does have the dry down and it does have that patchouli, so you can kind of smell the perfume in the dry down, like it smells more like the perfume. But I personally just love this. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit less heavy on the patchouli. And for some reason, I actually really like this in colder weather too. I think because I actually purchased it in the winter time, and I was on a girls trip with my friends, and we had gone into Sephora. I sprayed it and we were walking around and I just kept smelling it and I had to have it. And so it always kind of reminds me of that trip. But I really like it and I would repurchase that one. All right, my next, and I do have the matching lotion to go with it. My next fragrance is one I've had forever. Not this particular bottle, but this has been around since the early 2000s. This is the original Stella McCartney. This is a very jammy, sweet, juicy rose. It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorites. For some reason, I feel like this one's been discontinued. I don't know if it's just not like at Sephora anymore or Ulta. I always see it on, you know, discount sites, but I think it is discontinued. I'm not sure. I love it, and I would always like to have it in my collection if it's still around. It's beautiful. It's funny, my daughter and her friends were playing in my perfumes the other day, and her best friend said, when they sprayed this one, she's like, this smells like your old house. So our old house we just moved out of, which I think is funny, and I feel like that's because I have always worn like Rose Jam from Lush, and this reminds me of that. It's that very, like I said, very jammy, very juicy rose. Beautiful. It's not an old, you know, like a stuffy rose at all. All right, next we have Amethyst by Lalique. This one is a very fruity, earthy, herbal kind of fragrance. The first spray hits you really strong and herbal, and it's not quite my favorite, but that dries down immediately, and it is this deep blackberry, juicy, very, very refreshing fragrance. This, I don't think you can buy this in stores. I think Lalique is a glass maker or like a crystal maker. But I found this on FragranceNet for a super, super good deal. I really like it. Like I said, it's very refreshing, works. This one is really great in the summer, and I would repurchase it for sure. I like it a lot. It's very unique. All right, my next one is called Magnolia Violet. I think this brand is Good Chemistry from Target. This is a very sharp, tart, like floral kind of fragrance, and I think this one has been compared to Chanel Chance, and I don't have Chance, but I have smelled it, and I would say it does remind me of that from what I remember. My husband actually really likes this, and I think it was $20 at Target. Yeah, I would repurchase it. It's not one I'm gonna run out and grab right away, but it's $20, and it is a really, really nice fragrance. All right, my next one is Cloud Musk, number 21. This is the Mix Bar brand from Target. Again, this one's like $18 or $20. This I absolutely love. This is a very creamy, warm, musky fragrance. This one is the kind that you spray and it kind of comes and goes in the best way. Like you just, you know, you'll have it on and you'll forget about it, and then you'll, you know, move your hair and you'll smell it, and it just smells, oh, it's so good. It's the perfect layering fragrance, and I think that's what these are meant for. I actually just smelled another one the other day. It was the bourbon vanilla. I had to like actively talk myself out of buying it. Like I was in Target and I was like, you don't need it. You don't need it. I walked away from it, but it smelled so good. I'll probably eventually get it, but I really, really love this. Again, it's so inexpensive. I would absolutely repurchase this one. I love it very much. And my next one is also from Target, and this will lead me into my other fragrances. This is Dream Moon from Pacifica. It doesn't come with a cap, which is kind of weird. This is a dupe for Cloud from Ariana Grande, which I do have. I'll share that next. This is a very, you definitely get that like sandalwood though. It has that ozonic, I don't know, like I smell the Cloud. Like it's got that creamy, marshmallowy, warm kind of scent, but then it does have this, I don't know, ambroxan kind of scent. That's the only way I can describe it, because it smells a lot like a combination of these, which, I mean, these smell almost identical, but this is the Cloud, the original Cloud, and then of course the 2.0 Intense. These, especially this one, is very sweet, warm, creamy, beautiful. Like, it's so pretty, and it's just such a nice, pleasing kind of scent. Then they came out with this to be like even more longer lasting. This has that ambroxan, or like the yeah, and Broxton, I believe, and like wood notes or something. Very, very, I mean, you definitely can tell, in my opinion, I can tell it's a little bit different than the original. I think I still like the original, but these smell so similar. So I know that the Ariana Grande perfumes aren't that expensive, but if it's still something you're not wanting to spend money on, I'm telling you, try this. It smells so similar, and honestly, I feel like it lasts even longer. Like, it's a really, really good perfume. And I would repurchase that one too. All right, my next one I have is Mon Guerlain. This is the EDP, the perfume. I absolutely love this. This is sweet, floral. It's so beautiful. You definitely smell that lavender, but it is a beautiful, sweet lavender. It reminds me a lot of Miss Dior, but the 2017, but it is, I feel like, a lot less offensive. And I only say that because I feel like, you know, this is very specific. Like, you know, it's very strong, and I don't feel like everybody's gonna love this one, but for some reason, I just feel like with the Mon Guerlain, it's just so soft and beautiful. I just absolutely love it, and I would absolutely repurchase it in a heartbeat. All right, my next is Tiffany and Company. This is the Rose Gold, and this one is another rose scent, but it's not as jammy and juicy smelling. It's definitely more, I don't know, like, it's a little bit deeper, and I don't know, it smells like a little bit more business-like. I don't even know if that makes sense. Like, it just smells a little bit like more expensive, or I don't know, it just has something to it, like a tartness to it. It's not a granny kind of rose at all. It's beautiful, and I haven't worn this as much as I should, but I really love it, and I would repurchase it again, or, you know, if my husband really ever wanted to buy it for me again, I would be okay with that. My next one is actually the original Tiffany and Company. This is a very heavy iris, fresh floral fragrance. Very strong, beautiful. I wore this so much, I kind of stopped wearing it because I had just worn it to death. I tend to do that. Like, if I've worn something so much, I just kind of, but I need to finish it out. It's gorgeous, and yeah, it's another one that, you know, I probably won't go repurchase it, but, you know, if my husband ever, you know, really wanted to get it for me again in the future, I would be okay with that. But I'm not going to go and probably get that for myself. All right, my next one is Ari from Ariana Grande. This is a very sweet, fruity, marshmallowy, girly fragrance. For some reason, it's not as sweet as it used to be. Like, when my daughter had this years ago, like way back in the beginning when it first came out, and I remember thinking, oh, it's just sicky sweet. But I don't feel that way anymore. Like, I don't know. I think my tastes have changed. I really love really sweet scents now, and this isn't as sweet as it used to be. I like it. I like to layer with this one. I don't like to wear it by itself. So, like, my marshmallowy, sweet candy Bath & Body Works scents, I really like to layer with this. So it's very inexpensive. I actually got mine from Walmart for like 20, 25 bucks or something. Yeah, I would get it again. I think it's really nice. All right, my next fragrance is Eccentric Molecule 01. You guys, this one, I'll be honest, I can't smell it at all. I cannot smell it. I know I've heard people say you spray it, you walk away, and you'll smell it eventually. I don't smell it. I'm really nose blind to these molecule scents, and I'm still gonna keep it because I have heard that you can layer it with your other fragrances to, like, give them longer life and to make them stronger. I'm going to do that with some of my scents that I don't feel last as long, and I'll kind of, you know, see what I think about it. But yeah, it's okay. I I won't purchase it again. Unless I just, you know, some miracle happens and I really start being able to smell it. All right, my next fragrance is Amazing Grace. This is the, you know, little set with the lotion. I love this. This is an evening bedtime scent for me. I never wear this one out. It is a absolute clean, soapy, sweet, fresh scent. Like, it's soapy, but it's like a sweet soapy. Very, very pretty. I mean, it is beautiful. And with the lotion is really, I feel like, what makes it so good, because I don't know, the lotion to me just makes it last a lot longer. And yeah, I love this, and I really want to always have this in my collection because it is a really good bedtime scent. It's very calming. All right, and my next, this isn't actually a perfume. I am going to go ahead and mention it because, I mean, it sprays out kind of like a perfume, but it is the Baccarat Rouge 540, the perfume body oil, scented body oil. Yeah, I can't really smell Baccarat Rouge that good either. I mean, I kind of can, but I've worn this and I feel like I've never gotten compliments on it. My husband smelled it one time and was like, "What are you wearing?" Like, he didn't like it. I don't know. I don't understand, you guys. Like, I don't get it. I do use this though. I layer it with like Cloud because it is a really nice oil, but I would never ever purchase the fragrance, and I'll never purchase the oil again because it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't last on me. All right, next we have Into the Night from Bath & Body Works. This is a very, very strong, heavy, juicy, deep, warm fragrance. It's my favorite Bath & Body Works scent. This one, you can't find it in stores anymore, but if you layer the lotion or the body cream with the fragrance mist, it's just as strong as having the perfume. But I am glad I picked it up. So apparently, I guess when a fragrance is new, they do release a perfume, and then after it's been there a while, I feel like they take the perfume away. I don't get it, but... All right, my next fragrance is from Way. This is Melrose Place. This, I did a Sephora video where I recommended some products, and I talked about the body lotion that goes along with this scent, and I said I wouldn't recommend this because it's not long lasting, but it does smell really good. This smells exactly like the lotion. It's very spa-like. It's got a really cool lid. This one is... Oh, it is good. It is a very fresh, bright, very bright, clean scent. And it does smell like a spa scent. It smells extremely good. I absolutely love this one so much. But I don't know that I would recommend it because, like I said, it just doesn't last. All right, my next fragrance is Clinique. This is Happy Heart. This one is a very strong, tangy floral. And I really like it. This is a nostalgic scent because I've, you know, not this bottle, but I've had this before. And this smells very young to me. This is like a really young girl who is, you know, going out, she's shopping with her friends, and she's just living her best life. You know, I can see my daughter wearing this. It's just a young, fresh, clean floral scent, but it is very strong. I do like it a lot, and I don't know that I'll repurchase it, but I'm glad I got it, and I got it again on FragranceNet for a steal. All right, my next fragrance is Insolence. This is the EDT from Guerlain. This one is a very popular kind of like hidden fragrance that not a lot of people talk about, but it basically smells like candied violets, very sweet, very much like an old lady. I'm sorry, but it does. But I like it, and I really do like having this to layer with other fragrances because it is so sweet. I don't know that I'll purchase it again, but it's stunning. This bottle is stunning, and I'm going to use this. But, you know, I wanted to try it and have it. You know, you never know. I might just end up being like, this is my holy grail, but I don't know. It's okay. I like it. It's definitely not my husband's kind of scent at all. All right, next we have Pure from DKNY, Donna Karan, New York. DKNY, my bad. So this is a very fresh, clean vanilla. So not a sweet, syrupy, icing kind of vanilla. This is like a vanilla that is just like a soapy vanilla. Is that weird? That's weird, but it really smells like that. And this one I believe is discontinued. I got it at Nordstrom Rack, and I'm sad they discontinued it. They came out with this. It's supposed to be like, you know, natural, organic. You know, the liquid's supposed to be really good for you. It's supposed to not have any kind of like, you know, bad ingredients, and it was just, you know, pure. And it was all the rage at one point, and I really like how it smells. Like if I'm in the mood for vanilla, but I don't want a syrupy vanilla or a sticky sweet vanilla, this just smells really good. I like it. All right, and speaking of vanilla, I do have another vanilla that I go back and forth on this one. This is just vanilla. This came from Amazon. This is also one you can get at like Anthropologie. I think I do like it. It's just basically, it is a plain vanilla, okay? That's all it is. I think it just has vanilla in it, like a true vanilla extract scent. And the dry down of this is amazing. You'll get, again, like whiffs of it, and you're like, what is that? It just smells so creamy. I do like it, and I don't know, I think I'll keep it because I do like it, and I like to have it to layer. So, all right, you guys, I'm almost there. My next fragrance is Guess Seductive. This is one I had gotten from Fragrance Net not too long ago. I absolutely love this. This one is this is a very bright floral, neroli kind of scent. And I'm not typically, you know, a fan of those kind of scents. But there's just something about this that has this clean, soapy kind of floral. I know that sounds so weird, but I actually really like it. I think I've seen a few people comment and say they found this at like, you know, Marshalls or TJ Maxx. So cheap on Fragrance Net. I think this is a hidden gem because it lasts a long time, and I think it smells really good. Now, segueing into fragrances that I won't be keeping, I'm going to be getting rid of the Guess Seductive Noir. This is just too masculine. It is a very sage, heavy, deep, strong fragrance that it's not bad, but it's just too masculine for me. So I'm definitely going to be getting rid of that one. This one is Dolce & Gabbana Intense. Unfortunately, I'm going to get rid of this one. I bought this because everybody said it was a sweet marshmallow scent, and this smells like amber. Like all I get is amber, and I'm not an amber fan, and yeah, it was kind of disappointing. But yep, I'm going to get rid of that one. And I think I am going to get rid of my Sofia Vergara, which this one smells like a cross between the Chanel Mademoiselle, the EDT, and the EDP. It's not bad at all, but it's just, I don't know, a little bit more mature, and I don't know, kind of, it's just not one I've reached for, and when I've worn it, even though it's pretty, it's just not me. It's just not me, and I have too many that I love, so I'll be getting rid of that one. And I'm almost done. So those three are definitely going to be gone. And then I do have this Bronze Goddess. This is my staple summer fragrance. This is actually the oil, but I have the travel spray. I love it. And it is that creamy coconut, warm, classic summer. It's beautiful. So yeah, every summer I wear this, have to have it. And then finally, two that are not my favorites, but I keep them kind of for my husband. My Victoria's Secret Bombshells. He loves Bombshell. I actually prefer the Nights. This smells a lot like, has like apple in it. What's the apple? Donna Karan, Be Delicious. That's what it reminds me of. And then just the original Bombshell. This one he absolutely loves. It's passion fruit. I think it has some vanilla in it, some berries. This is just up his alley. He loves these sexy fruity scents, and I do too, but they don't last. They don't last on me, which is so frustrating. So I'm just not gonna buy any more of the Bombshells until, I don't know, I just don't feel like they last. So, I mean, if he wants me, to get them for me, I'll wear them. Like I said, they're like evening scents or bedtime scents. I'll put the lotions with them, but I just don't wear them out. So, oh my gosh, you guys, 26 minutes. I think we're done. I thank you if you made it this far. I tried to be as fast as I could. I do have a lot of scents. I sure do. But like I said, I love fragrances. It's like one of my favorite things to collect, and I do wear them, and I love talking about them. I love the fragrance community. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I am sure this collection will change. I actually have my Sephora haul coming up. Unfortunately, it's not a big haul. I didn't get a whole lot of things from the sale. Just trying to be good for Christmas. I did get some repurchases that I needed. So that's coming up, and I have another little haul. I'll just do like a collective haul coming up. So just be on the lookout for that. But if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.